Hey fellow literacy instructors, today I wanted to tell you about a game I recently created. I've been using it for about a week, so I'm going to be sharing some things that I've liked about it, some things that have worked, just as some ideas in case you would like to download it. On Teachers Pay Teachers, I have this as a PDF, and you can just print it double-sided and perhaps use cardstock and laminate it. That would be my recommendation, and that's what you see here. Right here is the long and short E sound game of the Sounds Royale card-based game series. So I'll give you a sense of some of the words in here. So if you have a small group, like let's say you have 2 students, something that I've found really cool about a very simple way to play with these cards is that I've been able to keep both students busy pretty much 100% of the time, which is pretty rare during a game, that there's not some amount of taking turns where one student is kind of waiting for their turn. And so I can show you how I've been able to do that. We have a sound wall, as you can see behind me. I'll give you an example. So here we have the Sounds Royale game associated with the long E sound primarily, and here is how we kind of show the different major spelling variations associated with the long E sound. If you set something like this down for sorting on the table, and then you simply take turns between the students. One takes this one, they read cookie, or if they have some trouble, you give them any feedback you need. Maybe you ask them, what's this sound again? They say E, whatever you normally do. And now it's the next student's turn to take a card. At the same time, the student who pulled cookie is thinking to themselves, oh shoot, I forget where the E sound is. They're thinking to themselves, oh, that's right, it's this one. Is it just the E? Is it just, no, it's the IE. By the time that they think to themselves, okay, I need to put it under the IE one, now it's probably gonna be basically their turn again. So all the while, the next student is thinking about their word. A couple of things that are unique about all of these different card decks within the Sounds Royale series. First, all of the ace cards have a picture. You can create this game however you'd like, but the most simple way that I've found to play this is to count how many points students can score. They get 1 point for each ace that they pull. So all the while, as they're pulling cards, they're kind of hoping to be able to see that picture, be excited, and then they have to read the word. So I've been able to get so many reps out of this game. It's actually surprised me how much work I've been able to get out of this. The next thing to go over that's unique about these decks, and this is the case with all of the games in the Sounds Royale series, is that there are these kind of funny Joker type cards. We have the Oracle. We have the Juggler. We have the Balancer. And we have the Strongman. The point here was just to get students thinking about, what should happen when I pull the Juggler card? What should happen when we get the Oracle? And that way you can kind of create games and what should happen when they pull one of these cards. To give you a sense of one way to play, today my students said, if you get the Strongman, you get to take one ace from your other opponent, like you're strong. You can take an ace from your opponent if they already have an ace, and you're keeping score the whole time. If you get the Juggler, you have to take a shot. So you can set up a bucket or something across the room. If they score, maybe they get 2 points, maybe they get 1, whatever you'd like. Oracle, they get to preview 5 cards. In other words, they take 5 in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can talk to them about what Oracle means. Oh, you can kind of see the future. So you're previewing 5 cards. They're reading the word, you're giving any feedback you would normally, and then they're sorting it afterwards. Something quick to note, I find sorting based on spelling pattern gives you some kind of declarative knowledge. I'm not sure it's what I would want students to be doing first. I'm always thinking to myself, what's natural? What's the real goal? We want them reading. So this game incentivizes them to take their time to read the word. Then after they've read the word, and maybe they're putting it in a sentence, in some way they're showing that they know what word they just said, then they're going to sort by the pattern. I've seen programs like Words Their Way jump right into the sorting, and it can kind of become a declarative memory or visual task. So anyway, that is Sounds Royale. It's been very fun to play. If you have any questions, send me a note. Happy to answer any of them. All the best.